welcome back to Food with Life.
I am Chapati, and we have back our wonderful guest, Mrs. Debra Poneman, who wrote a wonderful book, What No Meat. Debra, about vegetarian food. You know, many people, I think, have the idea that when you have vegetarian dish, that you have not enough to eat. You know, it's not, they think maybe it's not filling enough, you know. Tell me something about how we could feel better about this.
Well, I often hear that same idea. You can't get filled up from vegetables. But today what we're going to be making is vegetarian quesadillas.
Quesadilla? Quesara, sara, what could be, could be, could be. Oh, sorry.
No, and quesadillas are very filling. They have cheese and lots of vegetables. And not only are they filling, this is a dish that even our children will love.
Our children? I didn't think we had children. Oh, maybe in another lifetime.
Oh, well, Chapati, no, I don't mean our children. I mean all children.
The world's children.
The world's children,
Yes,
exactly.
very nice.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to make some vegetarian quesadillas. So why don't we proceed over
Very nice.
to our cooking area, Chapati.
Good.
And about 7 minutes ago, I actually sliced some of these carrots very thinly, and I sliced about a half a zucchini also very thinly, and I put them into the toaster oven, which is a little bit behind you.
Yes.
And here is the finished product, which I just took out of the toaster oven. One of the ingredients for our vegetarian quesadillas. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the oven. And I'm going to start by putting just a little bit of oil, maybe a teaspoonful of oil, into our nonstick frying pan. And I start out on a bit of high heat. And then I'm going to be taking this burrito-sized tortilla, put it into the pan. We'll move it around a little bit.
Yes.
Just so that it gets oil.
Oily, so it doesn't stick too much to the non-stick.
Right, so it doesn't stick to the nonstick.
Yes.
And it softens up the tortilla a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, then the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to, because we're only going to put the vegetables on half of the tortilla, I'll use my spatula to pick it up here. We're only going to put the vegetables on half of the tortilla.
Yes.
I'm just going to hold it up like this, and I'm going to lay some of these carrots that I've already toasted in the toaster oven or broiled in the broiler.
Yes.
I'm going to put them here. Very, very yummy roasted vegetables. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some greens. You know, we always like to have a nice amount of greens. That's spinach. But, you know, there are a lot of different things that you could put in. You could put kale. You could put in some chard. And then we're going to put in our cheese. And the thing about the cheese is that you can use dairy cheese if you are lacto-ovo vegetarian and you don't mind eating dairy products. But there are also all kinds of vegetarian cheeses. There's soy cheese, there's veggie cheese, there's
rice cheese.
And even, Chapati, there is almond cheese.
Almond cheese.
Yes, many, many kinds of cheeses.
Then maybe a nutty flavor.
Nutty flavor. We're going to put on a little bit of salsa. And top it off with some Parmesan cheese that we grated ourselves. And now what I'm going to do is just cook it just until the cheese melts.
Keep it on and melt. And I think the cheese probably will be like the glue.
It is like the glue. And what's great about this is that you can bring this to lunch. And it's very, very filling to have something like this at lunch in the middle of the day.
It'll keep everything together. The cheese holds it all in one little sandwich.
I'm going to flip it over here.
Very nice.
Does that look good?
Very nice. I'm hungry again.
Are you hungry again? And now, I think we could see that the cheese has melted. And I'm just going to put this onto the plate. Turn off our...
Very nice. Very
Would
nice.
you like to try a little bit of this, Chapati?
Should I try with a fork? Or I'll go this way.
I think you have a...
It's hot. It's hot.
Is it too hot for you?
I can go to this. When you're hungry, hot. Oh, but...
What do you think?
Delicious. For lunch, this is excellent. You know, lunch is a big meal, from what I understand, you know. Because the lunch, the body is very much like everything outside the body. You know, the sun is very high in the heaven, in the sky, you know, and sun is heat. And heat is the most important element behind good digestion. When you have a lot of heat, digestive heat and fire, you have no problem with digestion and breaking down the food. So it's very good to have the lunch between 12 and 2 o'clock of the day, because this is the time when the sun is highest.
And I've heard you, Potty, that if you eat your big meal at night,
Yes.
that it could lead to toxification
Absolutely.
in the digestive system and even excessive weight gain.
Yes, because food does not get digested completely when you have it at night unless it's a small amount.
So this is something good to eat for lunch, and you could even make it the night before and put it in a little container
Yes.
and bring it with you to work or give it to your kids for school.
Wherever you want, take it with you.
Whatever you want.
We'll be right back with our wonderful guest, Debra Poneman.
This is Food with Life.